Hola, compadres. Welcome back to the channel. Cheffen Outside here once again. Got a nice short little video here for you. This is actually probably the most requested video for me to make from non-subscribers at that, but still. My UCO Flatpack Smokeless grill that I got last year. I've got several views on it, let's just say that. And more often than not, people are asking me to do a follow-up, do a review of it after some use. So I think I bought it roughly just over a year to the day. So I found my way out here to Big Creek today, and we are going to just have a brief discussion about it, fire it up, and hang out for a bit, then skedaddle back on home, huh? So with that, stay tuned. Doing some cheaters today here. Not some cheaters, but we are going to make this fire as easy as possible. I'm going to do tons of fat wood. Buy a little torch to get it lit. We don't need to mess around today, and it's cold. As you can see, I think we got about 11 inches of snow locally. Just kind of depends on where you're at. It's 8 to 11. So it's cold. It's frosty out here. It's barely above 20 degrees. Got this kiln dried wood that I bought from Hy-Vee. You can get it at Menards, Home Depot, home stores. And by far, just like most any other fire, of course, it is best for this UCO Flatpack grill. Number one, this can only take up to an inch, 16-inch long piece of wood. Of course, when you're out doing it up at camp, you'll get some things hanging out. You'll make it work. But the thing itself can just take a whole 16-inch log, so your typical bundle of firewood will work in this just fine. And don't worry about all that black smoke. That is that's the fat wood in there burning off, so that's all the resin from that. Losing light out here slowly but surely, so bear with me. I say already, we're out at Big Creek. Got the lake right back here. I just drove over Sailorville Lake, and it's frozen. It definitely has a bit of open water. But Big Creek is it's totally wide open, not a drop of ice on it. To whoever that matters. Alright, tossed a couple more pieces on here. Once that fat wood burns off, it'll clean up that smoke. I'm sure you've noticed the hat I got on here. I was doing laundry today, and I threw in every single one of my regular winter caps into the washer. Forgot about them. So when I went to go leave, everything was still wet. However, this actually is another one of my dad's hats that I inherited. And I just cleaned it up a couple of weeks ago and got it into the winter collection. And man, I gotta say, another excellent hat choice from Pops. This thing is stupid warm. It's a little ridiculous looking, I think. It's not necessarily my style, but I'm gonna try to make it. And it's saving me today. Tell you what, I don't think I'd be out here if I didn't have a hat option, so the hoodie isn't gonna be enough. I need something on the old ears. This big old bald head of mine. Now, as you can see, there's little to no, at least black smoke coming up out of there. Maybe just a little itty bit of smoke. And if you can see here on the edges, those uniform fire lines ripping out from the side, that is the smokeless effect occurring. The oxygen's being superheated as it's thrown up through here, expelled out into the fire pit, and then combusting, burning up additional gases and whatnot. in the fire before it exits and creating a much cleaner fire. So that is a pretty decent fire pit, ladies and gents. I should also say that this is not sponsored. I paid for this thing with my own money. At the time, I did get like a $20 discount via some, first-time buyer on the website kind of deal. So I think I got it for $180. But I just checked it, and right now it's on sale. It's not even on sale. The price has been reduced to $165. So that's great for you, okay? I paid $180 and change. So, again, it takes a 16-inch piece of firewood, and the best firewood is the dry you can find, just like any other. But for this one, the smokeless effect, this is unlike a solo stove where not the whole thing itself is double walled. It has this very particular design where it does require a lot of heat for it to be constantly working, and it's harder to achieve that with the way this is. I've definitely put some humongous pieces of wood in this thing. Is 16 inches long by a foot and 3 inches wide. It's not 16 by 15. 16 inches long, a foot diameter. Stuck it right into that bad boy, and it definitely went up. But it performs best with something 3 to 4, no more than 3 or 4 inches wide, and smaller. So something to keep in mind. But other than that, I don't really think it has any real flaws. It is a flat pack or a flat folding grill. So that means that it has lots of holes and little folds and whatnot that ash and sparks and stuff can escape while you're using it. So something to keep in mind where you're going to be using it exactly. If you're at all worried about embers, loose embers getting on the ground, you want to go a different route or find some way to protect it. Typically, I'll put this on rock or stone or concrete when I can. Otherwise, the grass is what it does, the damage it does to the grass when I have to use it there. It's more versatile than your average smokeless fire pit in that it comes with the grill grate, easy to fold up. It gets like 2.5 inches thick when you fold it up. So it's very portable, and it cools down relatively quickly to as thick gauge as the steel is. I mean, inside of 30 minutes, this thing's ready to go. If you got a nice good wind and it's cool weather anyway, it's just a few minutes. So it's not something you don't have to worry about. Whereas a solo stove or those circular double-walled smokeless fire pits, I believe, will stay hotter much longer. So super easy to empty out. And it comes in a nice nifty bag. I've got 3 UCO grills. I've got the medium, the large, and now the smokeless flat pack. The medium is the GOAT. Someday I might do a review on that. I don't know. I talk about it. Well, I certainly talked about it a lot in the past few years. So maybe, if you haven't found out already, the medium grill is the one to go with. The large is okay. It's just a little too big. It warps too much. It looks like it can't handle as much as it looks like it can. And this UCO Smokeless does everything that the large grill flat pack can do. In addition, it is smokeless. So it definitely beats that one out. Love this cold weather. Just really beats back the crowds. Mother Nature calms down a little bit, and all the better reason to have a fire home. As with this and anything else, I'm not sponsored. I buy everything on this channel with my own money, to my own detriment. Okay. Anyone looking to toss me a decent sponsorship, please. UCO. Huh? May have overloaded this just a little bit. It's gonna go though. We're good. Nice and toasty right next to this bad boy. I don't know if you can see that. I mentioned I got new boots. My first pair of Danners. I've never heard of them until I started seeing the words, I need a new pair of boots. And then, Amazon started shooting me all these, or Instagram started shooting all these ads for Danners. So took a leap of faith. So far, very impressed. Toasty boots, nice and dry. So two products. We got a 2-for-1. We got a 2-for-1 in this video, gang. How cool is that? Alright, she's really getting hot now. You can see that. Bottom part's glowing down there. Sure sign the smokeless effect is occurring. And right now I can say for sure there is just there's no smoke coming off this at the moment. Well, folks, that's the UCO Smokeless Flatpack grill. Now, I didn't put the grill grate on it, but if you'd like to see that in action, tune into future episodes. This bad boy gets plenty of action. But simply the grill grate, you've seen a grill grate. It goes right over the top. You can grill on it, believe it or not. Hey, I'm just right. I don't really have any complaints about the UCO Flatpack grill other than I would love to see some accessories for it, which probably would be minimal, but a half grill would be great. It's fun to like to boil water on one side, feed the fire from the other. Instead of having a grill that I'm turning sideways and it's not really in here as it should be. Not ideal. Maybe a real heavy-duty cotton canvas carrying bag. You know, that's just a premium extra there. So I don't really have any. It doesn't really have any flaws, in that I think it functions perfectly for what it is. Again, if you want the world's most smokeless fire pit, this isn't it, but it's pretty damn close. Pretty damn close. And you can feed a whole crew on it. Did I mention that already? Fed the boys on it a few times. I think me and my sister, me and the wife. Yeah, so you can get a lot of food on this bad boy. And I've also destroyed a lot of food on it too. So I burnt up tons of wings. We were in Minnesota. Shout out to Van Camp or Stinkleberry. I messed up those wings terribly. It's so embarrassing. So yeah, UCO Smokeless Flatpack Grill. I love it. I really do. Its real feature, other than the smokelessness, is the flat pack. It folds flat 2.5 inches. Stores just about anywhere. And it's a little heavy, but you can carry this out with you onto a hiking camp trip. Just deal with a little bit of weight, but you can definitely do it if you want a larger option. Great product. Shout out to UCO. You got a good product on your hands here. So here we are, 1 year review. This bad boy's holding up just fine. Every penny was worth it, and you can even get it cheaper now than you could a year ago. Although I believe it's made in China. I think designed in America, made in China. That's just how it goes. They got a lot of good stainless steel over there, unfortunately. Toss the last piece of wood on. Sure side, it's a good place to stop. I really appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for all the recent likes and all the recent subscribers. Welcome to the channel. This is a very small glimpse into what we do here. We're mostly hanging out at the lakes, doing some fishing, some camping, getting some fires started, relaxing, seeing what nature has to offer, and taking it easy. And you happen to be from the Midwest, I'm very fortunate to be the one to show you what Iowa has to offer. When they talk about great places to travel around the world, Iowa's very rarely mentioned. But I think I've proven at least a handful of times over the last few years, well worth the stop. I'll point to my most recent adventure down to the Maquoketa Cave State Park. I was down there with Van Camp and Stinkleberry. One of the best adventures we've had to date. One of the most beautiful places I've ever seen in Iowa, if not the most beautiful place in Iowa. That's actually a really big toss-up. Some incredible places, some real hidden gems in the state. But this is it. And occasionally we'll do a little product review or a little product re-review. When the crowd calls loud enough, I shall answer. I shall answer. Well, all right, folks. Get a UCO Smokeless Flatpack grill, or don't. Honestly, I could give a shit. But I tell you what, it's a nice piece of hardware to have in the collection. We'll catch you on the next one, huh? Deuces. Bring a bucket with me wherever I go. Great for putting out fires. Whether that's snow or water, even use sand and mud. This bucket has helped me do it.